Happy Friday, folks. Keith here from Commander Hoop Celtic. So, lots to talk about in this video. Obviously, you're going to be giving me Europa League draw reaction and then the preview for the game on Sunday against Rangers. So, good draw, I have to say. Getting Lazio, Cluj and Rennes. Three good sides. We obviously played Rennes in pre-season, which they were quite good. We got a draw there. Lazio, haven't played Lazio in a long time in football. Obviously a trip to Rome be good, the Stadio Olimpico. Lazio have good fans, as much as a lot of people hate them for that fascist stuff, but they're a good team, can't take away, they're a good team in Serie A. They're quite competitive, they've done well in recent seasons, so it'd be an interesting tie again for Lazio on the two legs at home. But and then Cluj, revenge on Cluj. At the moment we're meant to be linked with their striker, which is a bit crazy. The guy that scored against us, that put us out of the Champions League qualifiers, crazy. But okay, it's gonna be tough. These games, we won't take them for granted. We previously played Rennes before in the Europa League under Lenny, so I'm quite confident going to France and getting a draw there. Rome, I can't see us getting a result in Rome, to be honest. I don't know. I just think obviously the fans are behind them, the big stadium, they're a good side, but I think in Parkhead we can definitely smash them 100%. And then we've been over to Romania, we've got a positive result in Romania before, and if we play to the level we should be playing, which we've kicked on, we can beat Cluj and get revenge on them as well and knock them out of Europe. So my predictions, I think we'll get through the group. As I said, I'm just getting out of my head now. Look, we're in the Europa League, we need to focus on it as well as the League and the League Cup and the Scottish Cup as well. European football until December, happy days. So good result last night, good performance by the boys. Edouard played phenomenal, obviously came off injured, but it was only precautionary. He's going to be fit for Sunday. Hopefully Christopher Oyer is a doubt for Sunday. So what he could do is he could bring the new signing in and play him right back, but I'm going to talk about that in a couple of minutes anyway. But I was very impressed with the performance last night. 4 goals away in Europe, 6-1 on aggregate. Craig Gordon played quite well at the back. I know Bongoli, still, as I said, we need to give him a bit of faith, but he had spells last night where he just looked sloppy, which was a lot to say. But the boys played well. McGregor played well, Christie played well, Brown done quite well, and the defence played quite well. Beaton was very good. Boyle played quite well when he came on. Morgan took his goal quite well. James, he was phenomenal. James Forrest has been our leader in the European games. He's been the clinical finisher, been doing the job for us. He's at the scoring in the last 4 games in Europe, so I'm very delighted for James Forrest. But going into this game Sunday, it's going to be tough. We haven't beaten Sefco or Rangers in the last 2 attempts on Ibrox. They're coming off a positive result last night, beating Lega Warsaw 1-0. So we're expecting a lot. 800 fans allocation, which is disgraceful. But look, I've said it in previous videos. It's not for me to comment on the allocation for the Ibrox toy and the Celtic Park toy. It is killing this derby, whatever you want to call it, an Old Firm or a Glasgow Derby. So for the starting lineup, I'm going to go with Fraser Foster in goal. Obviously Fraser couldn't play on last night because the paperwork wasn't through, which I forgot all about. So Fraser in goal, left back Bongoli. I think he's going to take the chance with Bongoli. Hayes, I'd love to see Hayes play against Rangers, but I don't think he's going to start Hayes. Centre back will be Julian. Julian scored last night, played quite well. Julian in there with I'd say Beaton. I think Beaton's going to get the nod. I don't know what the story is with Similovic, if he's going to be fit or not. Oyer is a doubt, so it could be a late fitness test for Christopher Oyer to get a start against Rangers. Right back, I'm going to go with the new signing, Maurice Berrier, this Austrian international. He is Swiss, just to let you know. He's born in Switzerland, but he played for the Swiss team all the way up to the senior, and then he opted to play for Austria because his father's Austrian. So there you go. I'm going to say him in right back. I know it's a big game, but I'm sure he's used to the pressure playing in the Championship and the Premier League and so like that. So I'd say Christopher won't be getting the nod. I'd say Morris will play in there, do a good job, he will. Right wing will be James Forrest. We need him for this game, no question about it. He can provide the pace, clinical finisher, getting up them wings. He's on top form. So James on the right. On the left will be Mikey Johnson. I think Mikey Johnson took his goal quite well last night. Played quite well. I know the keeper was a bit of an error to the goal, but it doesn't matter. Once the ball goes in the back of the net, we're all celebrating, regardless what type of goal it is. So I'd say he'll be in there. Brownie will start. I think Brownie has redemption in his face for the Ibrox toys, because he hasn't played great in the last 2 or 3 games in Ibrox. So I'm saying Brownie's going to start, lead the pack in there. Callum McGregor will start. Callum has scored in Ibrox previously, so I'm going to say he'll be up for the game as usual. Ryan Christie will get the nod. Christie played quite well. He can offer a lot in that midfield pushing wise. I don't think Tom's even fit yet to start or even be in the squad, so I'd say Tom will be still in the reserve section, you could say. And I'm going to go for, as much as Edward could be fit for it, I'm going to go for Edward. I think playing odds on Edward would be a massive game. He scored there before. We have Griffiths for ammunition. We have Boyo as well, 2 good strikers. But I'd say you can bring Griffiths on. You could even play 4-4-2, but I'd say stick to his guns and play the 5 midfield. Prediction for the game: Rangers are on a good bit of form. Can't take it for granted. I think they'll be definitely up for it. They have the advantage with the fans playing at home. Obviously coming off a good results. Doing quite well as well in the league. I'd say I'm gonna fancy us. I'd say 2-1 Celtic. I just think obviously scoring 6 goals in the last 2 toys in Europe, it's been brilliant. We're doing quite well domestically with 15 goals already in 3 games. So I fancy us to a 2-1. I think Rangers will come out all guns blazing as they've done previously. I don't know about a clean sheet as much as Fraser will be up for it or Craig will be in there. I think the goals are going to come from set piece for Julian for the score, and I'm going to fancy a Christie goal. I think Christie, it's written in the stars. He scored there before with Aberdeen, so 2-1 I think. Overall, it's going to be a good game. We're in for a good Glasgow Derby. It won't be stalemate and boring. Never is in these games. So let's hope Celtic can get the result, and good luck to the boys as well. Funny enough, over here last night I was talking to a Rangers fan himself. He had the jersey on. He was like to me, "Oh, you're gonna need look for them. You're gonna need look for Sunday." I was like, "Yeah, mate. Celtic are on good form. It's not. I've nothing to worry about. Honestly, I've nothing to worry about." Previous weeks, people have been like, "Oh, Neil Lennon, if he doesn't beat Rangers, he's gonna be gone," and all this stuff. That's all bullshit. Like, we're at qualifying for Europa League. Domestically, we're doing quite well. We've gone to the next stage of the Betfred Cup, so I'm quite good. I'm quite happy about this. I think Lenny will feel right side, and then he'll change his approach to the previous game, which we got beaten. So 2-1 Celtic. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm back on Sunday night, back to Dublin, so looking forward to going back and doing the right videos and putting up the right presentation for you and the music, and so it's been a nightmare over here for the internet. So take care of yourselves. Enjoy the weekend. Up the Celts. Let's hammer Sefco. Hail, hail.